Sandra here. I wanted to show you how to do a print and cut with SureCut Slot 6 version, showing you how you can use it with the Juliet and or the Romeo, depending on which one you have. Now this is assuming that you've already got your machine set up, that you've got it working wirelessly and you can control it from the Wi-Fi as you can normally from Leonardo. I've got another video which shows you how to actually do the setup. So if you need that, look at that video. I just have 4 circles here which I've drawn in SureCut Slot, space them around. And if we go over to the document page and I go to show margins, print margins, you can see that these circles are directly on my print margins. Now I'm not doing A4 borderless, to be perfectly honest, because I can get my print margins and my registration marks so close together. There's really very little point in doing a borderless print. So if we go to Cutter here, and we go to Settings, this is where you set up your registration marks. Now I've got mine in millimeters because I use metric. If you're using inches, then it will be slightly different. But I have altered these. My marks are on the top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. There's 4 marks. That's standard. Mark size is set at 2 centimeters. I think that was standard. I don't think I changed that one. The mark thickness I've kept as is. You can't make it go any lower here. Now, mark inset from print bounds, or you can have mark offset around design, or you can have mark from page bounds. I'm choosing to do it from print bounds. That's the simplest way of setting it up. And you just click on OK, and that's it, you're done. Now in the cut settings, you can see we have print and cut here. So you go to print and cut. Now I've got the use software speed and force selected. I tend to cut from the software rather than cut from the machine. If I cut from the software all the time, then I don't tend to forget to alter the settings. If I cut from the machine, I frequently do, and then I end up cutting into my mat when I don't want to, okay? So I do tend to do that. And it's on what you see is what you get. But you click on print and cut. And here you've got print, so you just press that and it's going to print your image. Now, one thing that you do have to do is to make sure that you know which is the top and the bottom if you do not have your items in the same place. So if it's not central to the page, you need to know which is the top and the bottom. Now, as I speak, I don't know if the version that comes out is going to have a number or a cross or something or other in the bottom left corner for the print to be done. I have suggested it and it may well crop up. It may be something that happens in the future or it may never happen. I don't know. So if you don't know which is the top and the bottom, I suggest you put some kind of mark within your design somewhere outside of the cut marks, just as a print and cut print, so that you'll be able to see where you need to put your design on your mat. If you put it upside down and it's not instantly obvious that it's upside down, then your cuts are possibly not going to be in the correct place. So you send it to print, and then the next thing you do is you say start scan once you've got it on your mat. Now, it does say to position the carriage so that it's over the first printed registration mark at the bottom left of the design. And then you click Start Scan to start the auto scan. Now this is going to scan it for you. And then it will finish doing the scan and then it will start to cut it out. And I'm going to show you now the result of this particular print and cut. So this is what it looked like on my mat. Now forgive the cuts here. This was a scrap piece of paper and the cuts were already on it. That is what it looked like. So as you can see, those circles are right up against the registration marks. And if I peel this away, you can see that I have got a perfect print and cut. That one's just hung in there slightly, but they're all cut out exactly as they should be. All right, so that's how you do the print and cut. So it's very, 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 very easy. So I have a whole load of videos. I think, well, there's over 20 videos that I've done in preparation for the Juliet being able to be controlled by Shortcut Slot. So within this particular channel, there is a whole list of bite-size Shortcut Slot videos, go through an awful lot of things. I've got another one which goes through every single effect in Shortcut Slot, and there's, I think, 26 of those. And I'll be doing more videos as time goes on, as people request things and as I find things that I haven't actually covered. If you want to know the differences between version 5 and version 6, aside from the fact that the Juliet has been added, I'll have a link down in the information below that gives you a PDF which actually states all those differences. And I also have a link there for the features of the Pro version as opposed to the normal version of Shortcut Slot. So, you know, if you need that information, look at those links, download the PDFs, and, you know, make use of that information, because it's important that you know what you're actually buying. If you've not used Shortcut Slot before, you can actually download a 2-week trial version from their website, Craft Edge. I'll leave a link to the website down below as well. My thanks go to Sandy for the information in PDF format. She's the one who writes all the manuals on these things and puts it into language which can be understood. So there we go, print and cut with Shortcut Slot for the Juliet and the Romeo. Take care now.